Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be doing season mode with you all as the players. And I'm going to do an expansion. That stuff doesn't really matter. I'm going to enter the arranged team, which I've already made, and I can show you all the stuff about it. Maybe I can't. Alright, well, there we go. We're going to be in the West with Angels, Mariners, Athletics, and Rangers. Our team name is the Worlds. We have the Great American Ballpark, which is the Red Stadium, as our home stadium. I would have done like Pampaka Park or something, but this is on a Dolphin emulator, and I don't have any of the stuff unlocked. Our logo is like the baseball dude, which kind of fits in with the Red Stadium since they used to have the baseball dude. Anyways, let's go. Yes. We're not wanting to do either of those. Let's look at... I think there were a couple rules that I was wanting to change. It was all the season setting stuff. Okay. Trade notice off because I'm not going to be trading. You all are going to stay on this team. I'm going to let them do trades though and whatnot. I am going to have the draft on though. Player improvement is allowed. I was thinking of turning free agency off, but I think it should be pretty easy to keep all the players on our team. That way it can still, like, the other teams can work normally. Trade is still on, though, for other teams and whatnot. Alright, that looks good. So I guess that was the only thing I was wanting to turn off, trade notice. Display name underbar, I think that's something I don't want. I think that's like the purple or orange whatever thing that you have under, like on the lower half of a name bar, which all of ours would have since they're changed. Okay, that's fine. Let's skip all this. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, our total salary is $48,000. I didn't think it would be that much. I just took all the players from, oh, I meant to do the Marlins, because the Marlins had a cheap team, but I did the, I changed all our team from, like, the, Padres, I think. It'll probably be cheaper in a couple of years, because, like, we can negotiate lower. Alright, so here's what we got. We have nobody in... Okay, yeah, so it did take the thing off. We've got Zero Gibson, starting pitcher. Comfortable is the next starting pitcher and probably the best player on the team. I did change some of these stats. Every pitcher I gave at least 10 more stamina. Comfortable I gave 15, so he had 15 more. So he'd have an A. So he's got slider 4, hard slider 2, circle change 1, good low pitch, ground ball pitch, 88 top, 120 control, 150 stam. So he is probably going to be a good pitcher. The only thing that's really lacking is kind of his control, kind of his top speed. But he's got good enough breaking balls, pretty good stamina, and good blue abilities. Zero Gibson's alright. Oh yeah, for some of this stuff, I didn't really bother changing, like if you do 3/4 or overhand. I tried to do uniform numbers. I'm not sure if it changed them back though, because I don't know if you can have two people with the same uniform number on the same team. Like there were a couple people wanting 13 and 27 and stuff. Sebastian's our next starter. I'm gonna finish this in the role setup. Hopefully it saved what it was from the arranged team. It does. So Zero, Comfortable, Sebastian, Go Twins, is alright. And Baseball Team 9500. I remember what his extra stuff was. because you get most of his names actually couldn't fit all the way. I'm gonna change this. Comfortable is gonna be our first starter. Then Gibson, Sebastian, Twins, baseball team. Yeah, it looks alright. I am Austin 101-123. I am the swingman on this team. I gave myself a lot of blues and reds and stuff. I was thinking, oh, I didn't get rid of voice as well, so you'll still see voice. I was thinking a lot of you all would want to like have, you know, a lot of these things to give your characters, you know, character. I didn't bother changing like any of the fielding stats for pitchers, except I think one of them I gave him more run speed. So I've got a lot of breaking balls, but really, like in real life, I've got one curveball, but I can change the way it curves. So I can make it a 12-6, and it'll be like a changeup, or it can be a drop curve, or it'll be like a... It's kind of a normal curveball, kind of a slow curve. I gave it the slow curve. And then, you know, a sinker and a two-seam. My top speed is not actually 82. I bumped that up. My control wouldn't be 120 either. Stamina being 80 is probably about right. And I'm also a swingman when I do pitch, so that's why I made me that way. Rakumen, I had to lower his stats a lot because he tried to make it super OP. So I give him like -10 top speed, -20 control, and like -2 on all the breaking balls. So he's our long reliever. Our two middle relievers are Dusty Farmer, who's not so good, but he's got relatively high top speed for this team. Kung Fu Panda, who's got good low pitch. Oh, he's the one dude I gave more run speed, because he said he could actually run in real life, and his character had run speed. So he's got good low pitch, fat pitch, low top speed, but he's got a knuckleball, albeit only a 1, a decent curveball, and decent control. So the only thing that's really going to kill him is that top speed, though, but hopefully he can still do some stuff. We have Taciturn Sparkler here. I think that's an extra character Zero Gibson wanted. I gave him versus lefty 4, which was not suggested at first, since he is our loogie, and then he has a curveball and a decent top speed, enough stamina to be a loogie, and pretty bad control. Considering he's a loogie, you know, hopefully he's good enough, but I think he'll have some issues. And then we have our setup men. Adam Jones has alright control and top speed, alright breaking ball, all-out war, pretty good breaking ball and stamina. He's got a 3 for a knuckleball. I think I might have increased that. He's got somewhat low top speed and kind of low control, but it's alright. He's also the one character that is not either a starting pitcher, closer, or starting fielder. His fielder counterpart is not a starter, but he's got a pretty good setup man here, so I think it's alright. Agent P was in a similar boat, so what I did is I gave him 10 more top speed, and I made him a closer instead of a reliever. I didn't bother changing like first and last name and stuff, or voice, so there's that stuff. So that's a pitching rotation. We've got 13 pitchers. That's how it goes. I have the people with C run speed as pinch runners, and nothing else really bothered. I think both of those people are starters anyways. Alright, let's go back to lineup now. So first off, this person, Donnie Murphy, I think? Yeah. He is actually a normal Major League player in this game. I think he was minor league, actually, but we only had 11 fielders compared to our 13 pitchers, so I'm fine with having just 12 fielders, even though we have a DH. But I did add in a character who's not really overpowered, kind of in line with the rest of our power levels, maybe a bit high, but most of it's from fielding and running, so it's alright. So first baseman, Go Twins 24, pretty standard player here. Overall, not much in terms of blue and red abilities. Baseball team here, he's one of our power hitters, and he doesn't have much to him. I didn't change good strike zone for any of them. And if you didn't suggest trajectory, I believe I just left it alone as well. Dusty Farmer is our next power hitter here. He's also strikes out a lot and doesn't get many hits with that low connection, and he's a pull hitter, which can hopefully net him some more home runs, being able to pull the ball. He's also pretty decent at fielding for a catcher. Then we've got Rakumen, who is our designated hitter. He's an intimidator, and when he plays catcher, he trash talks. Wait a second, Dusty Farmer. Oh yeah, this is when we have DH. Okay, I put him in center field because he's got the run speed, which is the second position he plays. And then we've got my character, who is in left field. I've got good arm strength in the outfield, but make a lot of errors and can't run that fast. I've also got timely whiff and pull hitter, so similar to the catcher baseball team, was it? Dusty Farmer playing catcher. I'm a bunt master, and I've also got good small ball though. Overall, I'm not very good at running. I've got low stealing, low base running, good throwing accuracy. I'll break up double plays. I've got a cannon arm, first ball hitter, cautious stealer, good night game, and good morale. I also play right field and third base. And then we've got Zero Gibson at shortstop, and he can pretty much play a lot of places. No blue abilities, but he's got good fielding stats, so that's why he's at shortstop, and he's got decent connection, albeit low power, at the plate, so hopefully he'll be able to get a good batting average, maybe a high OBP. When I automatically set stats, I think his was like 277, surprisingly. Next, we've got Sebastian as our right fielder. He's got overall kind of weak stats. He's got push hitter, which might help him out a bit. He's also the one old player on the team. If you see, I went over here. He was born in 1971. All the other players, I think, are 30 or younger in this game. He's the one player that's kind of old. He's like 35 or 36. And then we've got Kung Fu Panda here, who's got some good speed and base running. He's also got head first slide and break up double play, so it'll be good having him on first base when we can. He's also got bunt master and good infield hitter, so hopefully he can bunt for a hit sometimes. With timely whiff, low connection, and power, he's not going to be getting much in terms of hits otherwise, but you know, rocking in those infield hits will be nice for him. He's also playing center field. I put him there due to his high run speed. That's where it can be most utilized, and we already had someone at shortstop with good fielding stats. Second baseman, we've got Adam Jones. He's got overall goodish fielding, so I put him over at second. Weak batting abilities. He can break up a double play and is well at pinch hitting as well. And then on the bench, we've got All Out War, who's got overall good fielding and consistency, so I'm actually going to change him to a defensive sub. He only plays shortstop and second though, so I think like our shortstop and second already have pretty decent fielding as well, so it might not get too much use. Agent P is sort of like the one bad, like really bad player. Slap hitter, good throwing accuracy, good bunt versus lefty, timely whiff. Not much going on in terms of abilities though. He's got alright arm strength. That's about it. And then Daniel Murphy already went over. He's just kind of got good running and fielding-ish. Alright, so we've got Dusty Farmer's catcher, Rakuman DH, Kung Fu Panda center field when we have DH. But if you look over to the right, when we do not have DH, Dusty Farmer is playing center, Rakuman is playing catcher, and Kung Fu Panda is not playing. Alright, so next, let's look at our team strategy. Oh, okay, the team strategy did not save. So I'm going with condition because most of our players are fairly similar in strength, and there's, except for the one pitcher, none that are really good. And we've only got like a couple that are really bad, so I think, you know, who's ever feeling good that day will probably be able to outperform the others who aren't feeling good. Not going to do pinch hitters or runners or defensive sub really, but I do want us. We have a couple of people with some high base running abilities and like 11 or 10 run speed, so I'm going to make it standard for base stealing. And then because we do not have very good hitting, I'm thinking make the sacrifice butt standard. Normally sacrifice bunts are just never a good idea, but it's just better to hit, but when your players aren't really able to hit, it can be good. Same with squeeze bunt, but I'm not gonna make either of these frequent because I only want it to be done like when it's got a high chance of working. So hopefully, you know, considering compatibility with batters and when we need runs, hopefully it's only in a close game where we really need one run, and we've got, you know, either someone who's got the good bunt or master bunter, and like someone who's good on third with their speed. Hit and run, I'm not really thinking we should do that considering we don't have the good hitting. I'm going to keep that rare. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Alright. I guess I'm going to set up a practice for us. Basically, I'm going to make everybody work on top speed for pitchers and control for batters. Or connection. Contact. All those words that start with C-O-N. And then I'll buy whatever the things are for it at the shop. I think these should all be able to fit in here. Whoop. There we go. I can actually just do automatic build, can't I? I think that gives them top speed. Okay, so they're already on build. Are they all top speed? Perfect. You can also do something similar to that with the fielders, but I think it's it might be build. That's power though, and it depends on the fielder sometimes. But I can't just, you know, spam A on build. I don't think I can, at least. Alright, so we got the pitchers practicing top speed. The batters doing contact. Let's go to the shop. Get the old contact bat and the old velocity ball. I don't think any of these other things are really good, are they? Unless if we have silver ring or something already. No? Okay. So that's all we're really gonna buy. Alright. So I'm gonna play in the first game. Let's just do that whole game. Actually, before I do that, I want to show something. I'm going to show you all something before the first game. Okay, skip all these points things. So let's save. You know, just another thing about it, you might have been able to see it in season mode as well, but let's look at the team stats. Where is it that I can see it? Here it is. So our top speed among starting pitchers is 87.6 with his 30th overall. So there's one team that's worse than us. Of all pitchers, it's worst. Our control is worst overall. Our stamina for starting pitchers is kind of weak at 20th, but for all pitchers overall, it's 7th, so that's good. I might increase the stamina of our starting pitchers and like restart it a little bit if it ends up being a problem. Breaking ball count, pretty low, but it's not the worst. And then over on the right, for trajectory, it doesn't give ranks for that. Considering that there's pros and cons to having, you know, trajectory of 2 versus 3 versus 4. 2.5 to 2.2 average is pretty good. Typically, trajectory of 2 and 3 is best. I would say 3 is the best one to have. Overall, 4 is the best for hitting home runs. Connection or contact, we are 31st overall. Same with power. Run speed, we are only 30th, so there's one team worse than us. Arm strength, we've got pretty good overall. Middle of the pack, 17th. Fielding, for our starters, it's the worst. For all of them, it's second worst. So for the most part, we're like the worst team, but we've got some stuff we're good at. We've got the stamina, the breaking ball, the arm strength. Really, breaking ball's not that good though. It's still near the bottom. So we can just leave now and then go play that first game. I'm actually gonna real quick look at the data here and see if I can get the same thing from season mode, because then I can compare it to the expansion team. Because we might be better than the expansion team. It'd probably be under MLB data. Teams... team stats maybe? No. Player records? It's okay, it's that kind of records. No. Player list? Nope. Where else might it be? System? No. Okay, I don't think we'll be able to get the same sort of info in season anywhere. So let's go into our first game. Actually, I'm gonna make that a separate video. Or maybe not. I don't know.